In today's video, we're going to be going over how to buy a bond on Optim Finance. This video was sponsored by Optim Finance. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Before we get started, let's go over a few things. First, what is a bond? Basically, liquidity bonds allow anyone to borrow or rent ADA staking rights and associated staking rewards for a fixed period of time. Bond issuers, borrowers, deposit interest into a smart contract, while bond buyers, lenders, provide ADA liquidity into a bond smart contract. Borrowers control the staking delegation of a lender's ADA, can attach any stake key, delegate wherever they please, and receive all staking rewards associated with the borrowed ADA. Lenders do not actually give borrowers custody of their ADA, just the staking key. Another important thing to highlight is the scalability solution that these bonds use. This is called transaction chaining. This is not batching, which DEXs use and have shown to have some issues. Instead, liquidity bonds use transaction chaining. Basically, instead of having to be bundled in orders by batchers off-chain, which can lead to manipulation, transactions are simply ordered virtually in a first-come, first-served manner. Next, why would someone buy a liquidity bond? Lenders, the people buying the bond, can provide ADA to a pool with a fixed interest rate to ensure they will be earning interest on their capital. They need to lock up their ADA, but in exchange, they 1. Receive a similar or higher ROI, depending on the market dictates rates, on their ADA, than if they would be staking. As you can see below on this pool, you're going to earn 5.33% APY, which is quite a bit higher than your average staking ROI. 2. The rate on this ADA is fixed and is not affected by luck in minting blocks. 3. SBO bonds lower the barriers of entry for small stake pools, helping support the decentralization of the Cardano network. 4. Buying a verified bond, lenders will qualify for a future Optim token airdrop. And 5. Since you have to lock the ADA, liquidity bonds will significantly contribute to growing Cardano's TVL. Now, how do people earn through buying a bond? People earn a return on their ADA through buying a bond from which the yield comes from the interest paid by the borrower. When you click buy bond on this, you're essentially lending your ADA out, and the person responsible for paying you your interest is the person you're lending the ADA to. One thing to note is that premature closing of bonds happens due to not meeting predictable and preset payments and is not subject to price action of any asset, so liquidations will not be commonplace. Now we're going to get into the practical side of things of actually buying a bond from Optim Finance platform. This offers a secondary market for buying bonds, and first you have to go to app.optim.finance and then head over to the /dashboard section. Then simply connect your wallet by going to the top right, clicking connect wallet, and then agreeing to this checkbox here, clicking the wallet that you have and allowing it access to the protocol. After that, you're going to be logged in with your wallet, and just make sure you have your collateral set and a sufficient amount of ADA that you want to spend on the bond you're going to be buying. Now, there are a few ways in which you can navigate to buying a bond on Optim Finance. First, you can click the buy bond button right here. Alternatively, you can browse the verified and most actively traded bonds by going to hot bonds at the bottom of the page. Or finally, you can go ahead and click on bonds at the top of the page, and then you will see all the bonds available on Optim Finance. Once you see a bond that you want to buy or lend your ADA out to, simply click on Buy Bond under the details of that bond. Once you click Buy Bond, you will find all the relevant information to the bond you're intending to purchase, such as the minimum amount to buy, the total value to be raised in the bond, and the lockup period. To purchase, click Deposit to this O pool, which will prompt you to sign a transaction after you've entered the amount of ADA you wish to deposit. We're just going to do 100 ADA. Press Deposit, transaction will form. Sign this, confirm, and then once this transaction goes through, we will see on our other page, our main dashboard, our position. We can now see our pending bond on our Your Page section at the top. Once you have deposited ADA, you receive EQT tokens, representing your share of the ADA deposited in the bond. These EQT tokens function as a receipt. If the bond still isn't full, you can use them to withdraw them and recoup the ADA deposited. But you should keep them until the bond is full to reap the rewards. In an upcoming video, we will show you how to convert these EQT tokens to bond tokens. It is a necessary step later on once the bond has been filled. Also, keep in mind that once you deposit your ADA into a pool, when that pool is full, your ADA will be locked up for the max duration of the bond. So if you wish not to lend out your ADA for that amount of time, make sure you reserve your ADA back from the EQT tokens before the bond is full.